Hello, my name is Ralph. During this next training video, you're not going to learn anything because you already have years of experience in the field and know what you're doing. But a bureaucrat has some liability issues of his own and believes that by making you watch this video, that when they do a budget cut on maintenance, that when stuff breaks down, he can say it's all your fault. That's just the way it is. I'm sorry, but that's the nature of the work. Now, just to let you know that while you can't just turn this on and walk away and get a cup of coffee and BS with your friends, because I'll be holding up various objects during this training, and it's going to be on a test. And if you are not there to see what I'm holding in my hand, you're not going to know what to write on the test, and then you're going to fail. And you only get one chance on this test, 100%, or you don't get to work anymore. To some people, that's wonderful. Now let's get on with this training. We're going to be talking about tritium. Tritium is a isotope of hydrogen. It's a very specialized molecule. It emits alpha radiation that travels roughly 6 millimeters in the air. Things like your glasses and your gloves will protect you from the alpha. Now the other problem is it comes in a gaseous form, which means you run the risk of inhaling it. Now if you inhale some tritium gas, you're going to exhale it immediately. So chances are you have no uptake. But if you're in a lab where you're working with tritium all day long, you're going to get an uptake of tritium because you're going to inhale it in your system. Now tritium loves water, and that's one of the problems we have with tritium. It'll penetrate down into anything. It'll go through your gloves, get to the sweat in your hands, which is why you got to change your gloves every hour or so. But if you get an uptake, it's going to want to combine with the water in your system. And if it combines with the water in your system and ends up in one of your cells, the little alpha emitter is going to start dinging on your DNA. And with a half-life of 12 years, you're guaranteed for the next 100 years having an alpha emitter dinging on your DNA, and eventually you'll get something like leukemia. So now that we've covered tritium and you know what to do with it, I've got an answer for the uptakes. When you have an uptake of tritium, the best way to get it to treat tritium is to flush as much water through your system as possible to get that tritium out. In theory, it'll combine with the water in your blood, but if you keep drinking lots of water, you'll flush it out, get it out through your kidneys. Now in the past, the treatment would be drinking lots of beer. Today's philosophy is you drink lots of tea and coffee. It's a natural diuretic, and it will help flush a lot of that stuff out of your system. But I've done a lot of research, and I have a product of my own called Flush Well Beer. I've had a couple of these already this morning. I'm feeling pretty good as it is. It's only 40% alcohol. Not much, just 40%. And it's made from a microbrewery in Winfield, Kansas, and it's made out of psyllium seeds. Now, I guarantee you, if you get an uptake of tritium and you drink a case of Flush Well every day for 3 days, I guarantee you there'll be no tritium in your system, along with metallics like iron and potassium. But that's okay. Now, being proactive about tritium, I recommend you drink 2 bottles of psyllium-based beer, and on the way to work is usually kind of fun. I see if I can get 2 on the road without the highway patrol catching me. And then when you get to work, on your lunch break, you run in your car and you have 2 more. So, by the way, if you watch my other video on how to pass your drug test, it's not a problem. You can drink these all day long, they'll never catch you. Okay, now let's go on to the next item on the list, and that's plutonium. Plutonium is a very heavy metal. I mean, it's heavier than lead, it's heavier than gold. It's a very heavy metal. It's an alpha emitter, a beta emitter, and a gamma emitter. Now, because of all the radiation it gives off, naturally, a pair of gloves like this isn't going to protect you at all. So that's why a lot of the plutonium is kept in glove boxes, because it's pyrophoric, and when exposed to oxygen, it burns, it produces radioactive gases, increase in radiation, and it produces a plutonium oxide, which gets on everything. And that's the problem, is the oxides. It gets everywhere. So they have these big glove boxes and these big heavy gloves that they reach in, but still people manage to get contaminated somehow. Go figure. Now, I do have a sample of plutonium here, and I've got a lead vault that I brought out for this purpose. So I'm going to reach in and see what's in the lead vault. I mean, I know what's in there, but you know how it is. So I'm going to reach down here and a banana. I lost that 6 months ago. See how perfect that is? Good old gamma radiation. It's destroyed all the genetic material in this. There's no bacteria, no viruses. Perfectly preserved. Same technology is used for a lot of your food products that you see on the shelf now, like your fluids and containers that never need refrigerated. They've been gamma blasted. And let's just see how much gamma we have to deal with here. I've got a state-of-the-art Geiger counter here, so let me activate it. Now what you hear is background, normal background radiation. This has been exposed to plutonium for 6 months, so let's see if it's contaminated. Oh, that's a shame. I was kind of hoping I could still eat that. That's a crying shame. Well, I had this Halloween candy I kept in my pocket. It's got to pass through security. The detectors never see this stuff, you know, so you just walk right in with it. So I was going to have something to munch on later on, but just for the fun of it, since I've carried it in my pocket, let's see if it's been exposed. Let's turn that on. Come on. Again, natural background. Oh no. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Well, let's get out the plutonium. But with plutonium, you have to protect yourself. Gloves aren't enough, but that's why I have glove boxes. Your eyes are very sensitive to radiation, so you need to put something on to protect your eyes. So once your eyes are protected, you can somewhat safely handle plutonium. So let me pull this up here. Stuff is heavy, and you can tell it's got a, usually it's silver in color, but it's turned this lovely patina color because the oxides are starting to form already on the surface. So let's get our Geiger counter out, and we'll see how much this is giving off. Again, background. See? Hot stuff. Now, because it's normally stored in lead or something similar in argon gas to keep oxygen from getting to it, it's not likely to do what they call a fizzle. It will start to burn and do stuff. And for a short term like this, we're somewhat safe. So let me get this back before we have any problems with this. And this damn thing is heavy. Oh. What? Look, it's not my responsibility. It is not my job. That is your job. And you shouldn't have folded them in half before stuffing them in the barrel. You know better. You've been through this before. Look, have you ever canned pickles? Do you ever fold a pickle in half after I stuff it in the jar? No, you don't. You stick them in individually. Okay, when you're stuffing the body in the barrel, you cut the down legs off and then you work them in with the body. And for God's sake, use a drum liner this time. We don't want any more leakage. Not like the last time. Look, okay. Organic mixed waste. Okay? It's organic. It's radioactive. No, he's not going to bleed when you cut the legs off. It's all congealed from the radiation. Just cut the damn legs off and stuff them in the damn barrel. Okay. Okay, get someone else to do it then. If you can't handle it, get one of the new people. Someone who doesn't know anything. No. He won't do it. He's a wuss. Yeah, get her to do it. She loves puzzles and games. She's in some sort of role-playing thing on the weekends. Just tell her it's a game, and she'll have fun with it. She'll chop the legs and arms off, and she'll have a lot of fun. And yes, or mixed organic waste. Can't you make a decision? If you say organic waste, those idiots in Nevada will never open the barrel. Remember the last time we had all those rabbits? Yeah, right. Well, now we can ship stuff like this and they never open the damn containers. Right. Just do it. Just do it. It's your job. Make a damn decision. You get paid to make decisions. Just do it. We had a fizzle. Apparently, the plutonium I had was of such a mass, and we know to the gram, that when it gets over, so much plutonium is together, it will start to have a reaction within itself. Sort of a minor fission reaction. And it started getting really hot and putting off gases, and one of the techs came in and tried to take care of the situation, and there was a small accident. So it was all taken care of. So all the contaminated areas and bits and pieces were removed and put in the barrel, and so we don't have to worry about contamination. So it's all been taken care of. Remember to wear your lab coats, because security requires it. And security requires it because they're not the brightest people in the world, and they can't tell us apart from the bad guys. So you wear the lab coat so they can look at you and they know, oh yes, you work here. You're one of the good guys. The accidents we have around here sometimes because someone forgets the lab coat is unfortunate, but it happens. Now, at the end of a long day, like today when things are kind of stressful, I also have something for that. Through a distillery, a local distillery I have out here, to help working with them. We used a medieval formula of wine and poppy seeds, and we refined it, and now it's patented and it's proprietary. So what we do is we take Everclear, and under great pressure and heat, we force it through a bed of crushed Afghanistan poppy seeds. And the results are marvelous. Look at that color. All the essence of the poppy seeds have been leached out into the Everclear. It makes a wonderful drink. Between the alcohol and the essence of poppy seed, at the end of the day, this will take care of most of your worries and cares. I sometimes drink half a bottle of this at night. Wonderful tasting stuff. I mean, thank God that open lab stock has these beakers. They're perfect for shot glasses. So if you have a little container that you sneak into work, you know, and a coffee cup, it looks like coffee, guards will never know that you have it. So it's great stuff. And it's really smooth. Yeah, it's smooth stuff, but I guarantee you, after a couple of those, it'll go down just like water. So this ends our training session. Just remember to be safe. Wear your eye protection, wear your lab coats so the guards don't accidentally shoot you, and I hope you do well on the test. Bye.